This is Evangelist Anita Fuentes with a Open Your Eyes, People quick news update. Russian warship steams toward U.S. destroyers that launched Syria strikes. This report just came out moments ago. I got a soundbite. Let's go ahead and listen to it.
And as John was speaking, we just got some word of military response from the Russians. Fox News has learned that a Russian warship, the Admiral Grigorovich, has entered the eastern Mediterranean. It cruised through the Straits of Bosphorus a few hours ago. It is now heading toward the two U.S. Navy destroyers that launched the airstrikes last night. Now, this is far from saying that there is a military confrontation ahead. Maybe it's just an information gathering mission.
Right.
But for whatever reason, the Soviets have decided to send a frigate into the eastern Mediterranean in the same area where the two American destroyers are that launched those cruise missile strikes last night on Syria. We will keep our...
All I have to say about that is, oh, frigate. Listen, this is breaking news, folks. What is going on? What is Russia doing? Are they looking to retaliate against one of our Navy vessels? Again, a Russian warship has entered the eastern Mediterranean Friday and was heading toward the area where two U.S. Navy destroyers launched missile strikes into Syria. The Russian frigate, Admiral Grigorovich RFS 494, crossed through the Bosphorus Strait a few hours ago from the Black Sea, according to a U.S. defense official. The Russian warship is now in the East Mediterranean, steaming in the direction of the U.S. warships. The Admiral Grigorovich is armed with advanced caliber cruise missiles. What is going on? Also, Friday, one of the American destroyers that launched the missiles into Syria started heading to an undisclosed location to rearm. The U.S. struck a Syrian air base in retaliation, just as we all know, for this week's gruesome chemical weapons attack against civilians. Now, it goes on to say the source that has reported this or leaked this out says that the Russian ship armed with cruise missiles caliber will visit the logistics base in Tartus, Syria. Are we living in the last days? Folks, are we about to see a war ensue? God forbid that we will see a war ensue between Russia and the U.S. But see, we know that there's been close relations between Vladimir Putin of Russia and the president of Syria, Bashar al-Assad. And Russia may have just taken this very personal because he, by permission of Assad, was in there on Assad's behalf to fight the rebels and terrorists, ISIS. And right now, I'm telling you folks, America, the Trump administration, without solid evidence to confirm that Assad is the one who launched those chemical weapons at his own people, we may have just started a possible major conflict. It's been condemned. Assad has said he has not did it. Russia said that he has not did it. Any information that comes from the U.S. is fake news or fake information is what his words were. We reported on our own Open Your Eyes, People breaking news website just last night. Real quick, John Kerry actually declared all chemical weapons were removed from Syria back on June 23rd, 2014. Okay? So please understand that, I'm not sure, how we could have struck. I mean, we struck. A chemical gas attack in Syria at the time killed over 70 people on Tuesday, at this time, just this past week, surprising the international community. Most surprised of all, though, was former Secretary of State John Kerry, who declared that the last 8% of chemical weapons had been successfully removed from Syria back in June of 2014. What's going on? How can the U.S. strike a chemical facility if it was empty? Are we doing phantom strikes? Are we spending hundreds of millions of dollars on phantom strikes in Syria once again? Because again, according to the report from John Kerry himself, folks, U.S. State Department themselves on June 23rd, 2014, here's a tweet. You're looking right at it. Today, the last 8% of declared chemical weapons were removed from #Syria. Great work done by all involved. This is from the State Department at John Kerry. This was a major deal. So again, what do we strike? Is this the reason why Russian warships are now heading towards U.S. Navy destroyers and why the U.S. Navy destroyers has now rearmed? Pray for the protection of America and all that's going on over in the Middle East with all these players. The day of the Lord is at hand. This truly is a distress of nations. Bible prophecy unfolding. Luke chapter 21, verse 25. Visit our Facebook page for more. Like us. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. And I'll be coming back shortly in the name of Jesus with more.